Hi everyone, it is time for our recap of week 2 and introduction to week 3 of The Art of Eating with me, Dr. Susan Lynn Beckwith, and of course, Little Dog. This is actually the pick from last week. I planned to take another one and then realized I'm wearing the same outfit as last Sunday. I have not been wearing the same outfit since last Sunday, but apparently this is now my Sunday uniform. Cashmere is also wearing the same outfur. So we decided to just skip the pick for this week and reuse the one from last week. You had more great conversations in the forums this week. Wonderful. Just a reminder, I'm not looking at these forums for correct answers, but rather how you're stretching yourself and opening your mind to the material. Keep up the excellent engagement with each other, and again, don't be afraid to offer different opinions or ask questions to your classmates. That's how we all learn. If someone posts something that doesn't seem quite accurate to you, or they don't seem to have evidence to support what they're saying, it will not hurt their grade if you gently point this out to them. In fact, this can only help them. Maybe they do have good reasoning and simply need to say it out loud. It can only help your classmates. Also, I will see you doing this, and it's great for you too. You'll notice that I'll reply back to students somewhat selectively. When I reply to a single student, it is almost never intended just for that student. I'll have selected that post because it lets me speak on something or point out something that I think will help everyone. So please read and reply back to, when able, to my posts, even if they're not on your original post. So this past week, you got to see a bit more of my teaching philosophy and practice. Rather than grades, you each received a performance review for the first introductory week's work. These are documents and processes you'll actually encounter IRL, in real life. Whereas you will, I'm 99.9% sure, never get a letter grade from your supervisors. Which means letter grades, which I know you've been receiving once you graduate from that whole gold star thing, do not really translate into a life experience post-academics. Another consideration about letter grades is that they become an equation which has weights that can result in a student's grade on exiting a class representing both what they know at the end of the class, that's good, but also what they knew coming into the class, which is not helpful for students who are exploring areas outside their previous experience and expertise. I want you all to explore and become experts in this area during our course. IRL, you will have performance reviews. So, how do these work in general and specifically in this class? The document I've shared with you will be a continuous document that we build upon each week and throughout the course. Wait, is that we a typo? No. While I will be filling in the main body of the document, you can and should be replying back to the things I point out, questions I ask, and suggestions I make in the comments function on the doc. For example, if I make a suggestion in the performance review, you might create an action plan for implementing that suggestion and put your action plan into a comment. If I point out something you were not doing in the first week, but you have begun doing it in the second week, put that in a comment. Also keep doing it for the rest of the semester. This is similar to a conversation, one in which we talk about the ways in which you can continuously improve and where you are active in suggesting areas in which you can improve and ways you can improve. This is a continuous document, much like an employee's file at work, which would contain their successive performance reviews over time. Unlike grades, though, if someone shows they've addressed a concern, implemented new practices or approaches, and have successfully become more successful over time, the performance review lets us consider your current level of success without early stumbles or lack of initial experience being a negative factor. So it's important to address concerns, implement new practices or approaches, and look for ways you can improve your work on your own. This is what will happen in real life for you to retain positions, receive promotions, and get raises. It also lets us concentrate on what's most important in this class. that we all work together to learn and discover more about the material. There are learning objectives associated with this course, and the activities and assignments let you explore the material and lead to your accomplishment of the learning objectives. Activities and assignments are not the objective. Learning is the objective. So, reminders as you go forward, take it slowly. Don't try to leap to conclusions. Don't try to race to resolutions or answers. Be okay with doubting yourself or others. Wrestle with material and concepts. Don't try to give quick or easy answers, but struggle with the concepts and communicate that battle in your posts and work. Never leave a topic or assignment without having dug down to a next level that leaves more questions. So looking forward this week, you have one long, over an hour, lecture and 3 short audio clips as your course material. You might find it beneficial to go over each of these more than once and not back to back. Perhaps start with one, let it sink in, then review it again. Then after some time, move on to the next resource, rinse and repeat. And as always, continue reflecting back on what we've been building on so far in this class as you contemplate the ideas in these new